You can feel whatever you want inside a business: fear, excitement, pride, ego, anxiety. But if emotions start making decisions for you, your company is already in trouble. Because business does not break when money ends, it breaks when reason loses control. And that leads us to today's question: what emotional mistake destroys companies? Welcome, friends. I'm Fred. Here we talk about business, investments, real life, and training, all based on my personal experience. And today's question is about business. A very common mistake, a very silent mistake, and one that destroys companies without people even realizing what is happening. Inside a business, you are allowed to feel everything, but your actions must be guided. Rational decisions, not emotion. The moment emotions start dictating strategy, pricing, expansion, or location, you are no longer running a company. You are reacting. And reacting emotionally is one of the fastest ways to break a business. Let me give you a real example from my city. I live in a metropolitan area near Belo Horizonte, Brazil. It's not a rich city. It's not poor either, but it's very far from being a high income region. About a year ago, a Starbucks opened inside a local shopping mall. And the moment I saw it, I thought, there is no way this works. Starbucks here in Brazil has a high average ticket, especially here. It can work in very specific places: rich neighborhoods, big cities, high income areas, but not here. And this is not criticism. I would love for Brazilians to have enough income to go to Starbucks easily every day, but reality doesn't care about we want. Reality cares about numbers. From the outside, everything looked perfect. The store was beautiful, modern designs, tables outside the corridor, good visibility, strong brand. Emotionally, it was attractive. But emotionally, attractive business are often financial traps. Less than a year later, the store closed. I don't know the internal details, but from experience, companies rarely close while making money. They close because the math doesn't work. If this was a franchise, and let's assume it was, the mistake happened at two levels. First one, the brand's mistake. Poor location analysis, ignoring local income reality, assuming the brand alone would carry demand. Two, the franchisee's mistake. Falling in love with the brand, looking at revenue numbers from other cities, believing it will work here too. This is a classic emotional trap. People buy the dream, not the reality. And here is something very important. The problem was not the product. Starbucks coffee is fine. The experience is fine. The problem was market fit. A great product in the wrong place becomes a bad business. In the same mall, another store opened, a luxury cookware store. Not cheap pans, not popular products, high-end, beautiful, expensive cookware. Each piece displayed like a work of art. Again, same thought. This won't work here. Not because the product is bad, but because the local public cannot sustain it. Good taste does not equal purchasing power. Another example, premium barbershops. They are extremely popular here in Brazil right now. They are everywhere now. Nice decor, craft beer, high prices. Some will survive, most will not. And why? because the average Brazilian cannot pay that ticket regularly. Trends attract emotion. Sustainability requires logic. Let me tell you something. Here in Brazil, I pay something like $5 to cut my hair. And the Brazilian people, unfortunately, they can't pay $20 to cut their hair. That's just the reality. So, what is the emotional mistake that destroys companies? It's this: ignoring reality to protect a dream. People fall in love with the brand, the idea, the lifestyle, the image, and they refuse to ask the hard questions. Who is really going to pay for this? How often? For how long? At what margin? Emotion says, I believe. But businesses must say, I calculate. When starting a business, you must have cold blood. You must talk to people in the same industry, study real numbers, analyze local income, understand consumer behavior. And if the conclusion is, this does not make sense financially, you must walk away, even if it hurts, even if it's disappointing, even if you love the idea, because losing money hurts much more. Yes, some people succeed, but survivorship bias is dangerous. We only see who survived. We don't see the hundreds who fail quietly. Business is not about hope. It's about probability. You don't need certainty. You need good odds. Another important point. Opportunities don't appear. You search for them. Walking away from a bad idea does not mean giving up. It means preserving capital. Capital for a better one. Money saved today is freedom tomorrow. That's the thing. So let me summarize. The emotional mistake that destroys companies is making decisions based on desire instead of data. When emotional override analysis, companies die slowly. Good business respect reality. Bad business fight reality. Tell me in the comments, my friends, what emotional mistakes have you seen destroy businesses? This helps me create new videos and deepen these discussions. Thank you for watching, and I see you in the next video.